Okay, so what I have here is a little looking at live paint at this paint project. And what you can say that the paint in Illustrator is a lot like a coloring book, or maybe even filling in portions of a color pencil sketch with watercolor. And it's very quick. And what's actually really great about it is you can actually work very easily with your color palette. So whatever your color palette is, you can move through it very easily. So what I have here is I had a pencil sketch of a banana. I scanned it. I placed it into Illustrator. I did live trace color 6. Now, once I get to that point, I can hit live paint. And let's see what begins to happen here. Okay, and there we have it. We have live paint. All right, so let's take a look at when we come in to our paint bucket. And our paint bucket is actually with our live paint. So I'm going to double click our live paint. And we can see as we get into here, we can see we have our paint fills, paint strokes. We don't have that checked. Our color will be red. All right, now we get in a little bit further too. We can come into the live paint selection and we can double click here and we have the same kind of thing. All right, so we get our paint bucket and here we can see these are all the different areas where we're going to be able to drop color. Okay, this is very instantaneous and these are the things that are built in. Now it's easier, actually you'll find that you might be able to get more when you zoom in. So again, I come and I get my paint bucket wherever it may be. Okay, and I find that this is where I can drop in. Now, I can see the color. There's no color here because this is not selected. So let's come in and let's go to our swatches. Okay, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just load the swatches that I want to use. So I'm going to come down to, I think there's foods, and let's go to fruit. Why not? Okay, and this totally looks like a banana. All right, so I'm going to save this. I'm going to take this over. I'm going to drop it over here. Okay, now I had to go to show all of these swatches in order to see it. I was just, a minute ago, I was just looking at the pattern. So that's the pattern. So what I need to do is I need to come over and do show all swatches. And then here I have my banana palette that I've just created. Now let's say I want to, maybe come and look at yet another, maybe I want this one too, citrus. Why not? So I can click this citrus and maybe even drag this one over. Oh, well, there it is. It already appeared in my thing right here. And then maybe for my shadows, maybe I'll put that one in, the blueberry. All right, so I've clicked the folders and they're automatically going in. All right, so I'm going to start with my banana right here. And what I can see is the swatch that I have picked, I can see it in my bucket. Now, I'm using my arrow key, my right, left arrow, my up, down arrow. And it's actually, this is a very quick way to move through all of the colors. So I'm going to come right here, click, I filled that color. I'm going to make this one a little bit lighter. Maybe I even want to come up more to this one. Why not, right? Click. I want this one to be darker. I think I'm actually going to come up to here. Okay. And who knows, I actually don't like that too much. Why not? Up, stick it in there. All right, so you have a lot of options and choices. Behind it, we're going to do the blue. So again, I'm using my arrows. I can click. So we can see actually that this would be a very quick and easy way to work with this. I'm just moving through it very, very quickly and dropping colors in as you go, moving through and getting things where you want them to be. So in a lot of ways we can compare live paint to coloring a bit, but it's very spontaneous and lots of fun. So there's live paint. Thanks for listening. Again, live paint's quick and spontaneous. Now, one of the problems with live paint is you don't always have total control over your results. It's more spontaneous and quick.